All right, I want to introduce you to my favorite part of this week's reading, Richard Brinsley Sheridan. Now, Sheridan is the best known author of English comedy in the late 18th century, but he was so much more than a renowned playwright. I did a bit of research and learned more about Sheridan's life, and what a venturesome life it was. First born in Ireland to a playwright mother and an actor-manager father, the Sheridan family moved to England when Sheridan was 7. At the age of 21, Sheridan fell in love with Elizabeth Linley, which leads me to the story I want to share with you about our little English playwright. In 1772, the cad, Captain Thomas Matthews, wrote a newspaper article defaming the character of Miss Elizabeth Linley. This is Sheridan's love. Honor dictated that Sheridan must duel Matthews. The first duel with Matthews was short and bloodless. Matthew lost his sword and was forced to beg for his life from Sheridan. This, of course, was made public. It was printed in the newspaper, and Matthews was furious. He refused to accept his defeat and challenged Sheridan to a second duel. Now, the second duel was very bloody. Both men broke their swords, but carried on fighting. Sheridan eventually won, but not without great physical injury. Sheridan was borne from the field with a portion of Matthew's weapon sticking in his ear, his whole body covered with wounds and blood, and his face nearly beaten to jelly with the hilt of Matthew's sword. Fortunately, his remarkable constitution pulled him through, and 8 days after this bloody affair, the Bath Chronicle was able to announce that he was out of danger. This adventurous young lad went on to write School for Scandal, which is one of the most famous plays of the time period. And Sheridan also played a very large part in the history of the 18th century theater.